Just a young nigga out here looking forward. I never questioned my direction, y'all been looking for it. Lost thoughts often, so I took the recording. I got my foot where the door is, think I'm sharp and swordless. We cut with pens around here, and this the anthem to all my niggas with hella written. Just put your hands up, real ones, don't tell the business of the too many we can't trust. Don't got time to focus on who your mans was. Shit, who is he now? People be broke around you, but got plenty when the bitches round. And when the liquor out, their hands don't got a penny now. Henny spouting out your pockets so they stick around. And we ain't shoveling out shillings, moving different now. PG Pilgrim getting shifty, peeping city clouds. Little demon dipping deep into your bitch's mouth. In and out swiftly, nigga, I'm finna add the digits now. Divine thinking mixed with mind-tingling substances. This music brought some problems, but honestly been in love with it. Slick with the drums and shit, you stick to the drugs you mix. Tough and him won't do much, but bring that girl you love a stitch. Spit until I get my gums to rip. Raw when he numbs the shit. Ironic how he's only unlawful when y'all judging him. I'm not done, we're getting bigger by the frame per second. Faded for every major step I make before I meditate. I blaze some pressure. Been as razor edges, Gilettas. You better just face the exit. When in doubt, I face my reflection. Brain dead, making the steps that you could've made if you paid attention. Crazy headway was met with niggas dead. All we do is kill, like that number before 87. I don't take, I make it better. We showing grace, next mega stretches. It only takes me about 4 quarters to make it 10, bitch. Dime bags will shake you a bitch if you cop an eighth or lesser. Pounds getting filleted, you wasting seconds. Yeah. Wasting seconds. Brain dead.
Don't be mistaken, your bloody time's up. This ain't no game when I hit it entertain ya.
Got a head, I'm not here to ever tell ya. Just walk away and face the showdown. I won't fight, I don't care about the bleeding. 'Cause my freedom's undefeated. My soul on fire, burning desire. Make no mistake, 'cause the stakes are getting higher. Got a head, I'm not here to entertain ya. I'm not here to entertain ya.
Don't be mistaken, your bloody time's up. This ain't no game when I hit it entertain ya.
What is up, guys? Dashing here, and live we are once again here in beautiful San Francisco, California for part 2 of Battle Scars 10. Of course, last night, part 1, an absolutely unforgettable night of action, and it's going to continue like we always do, jumping straight into the action, my fine feathered friends. And this one hell of a way to get part 2 started. Woo! It is going to be an unsanctioned match, as you see, making her way to the ring. The one, the only, the newest disciple of Zach Cage, with the moniker of the Devil Hunter, Devil Seeker. As we know, Ellie Quinn likes to call herself the Devil. And Charlotte Jagged with one mission here tonight. And that is not to beat Ellie Quinn. That's not to just simply win this match. It is, by orders of Zach Cage, to end Ellie Quinn right there in that ring and by any means necessary. What has to be one of the most emotional matches of Ellie Quinn's entire CMV career. But at the same time, look at just 1 year ago.
Let's begin.
Battle Scars 9, where Ellie Quinn perhaps had, no doubt, her best match ever, but one of the greatest matches in CMV history when she went one-on-one with Amber Reed. Something tells me we all better be strapped in because this is going to be another humdinger and a half. I think it's going to go beyond that, though. I'm honestly a little bit worried. This one might end up getting a bit tough to watch. I mean, an unsanctioned match, that truly means anything goes, my friends. There are no countouts, no disqualifications. The referee is literally only there to pin, to count the pin, or to call for the bell should there be a submission verbally or otherwise. He has no means to stop this match, and both these women had to sign contracts. So that CME, that management, that Pat LaFave, that nobody can be held accountable for what these two, not might, what they're going to do to one another. You see that Ellie Quinn joined by, well, that's Taylor Wagner on the right, and Ruby Cage, the daughter of Zach, on the left. No Steve Gabriel, no Chloe Marks out here. Of course, again, as it's an unsanctioned match, that means, well, interference is on both sides. Ain't a goddamn thing the referee can do about it. Charlotte Jackson doesn't seem to care even a bit, though, that she is already perceivably outnumbered here, 3-1. The unfortunate truth, the Devil herself. Look at her cleanse herself. Finally, of Zach Cage to be free of her former mentor by taking out his proxy here in Charlotte Jagged at Battle Scars 10. So here we go, baby. Well, we see that Wagner and Cage guys have taken their leave from ringside. I guess they just wanted to escort Ellie Quinn down to the ring, but Quinn telling them, get to the back because it ain't going to be safe for you. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be anywhere near ringside. Honestly, I feel like I'm too close from over here. I want to be like up in the rafters or something. Get me the hell out of here. But unfortunately, as the voted commentator of the year, that's 2 years in a row, I got a job to do. And certainly Ellie Quinn is starting off strong here against Jagged, who makes her CMV debut, guys, not technically on paper because as an unsanctioned match, this match really isn't happening in the eyes of the company. And, well, Charlotte Jagged isn't even a signed talent. She does not have a contract here in CMV. And Quinn is wasting no time, grabbing some weaponry, a trash can. Thought she might find Observer Bread in there for a second. Powerbomb Ellie Quinn. Maybe looking to end this one nice and early. Imagine that. Zach Cage wouldn't be too happy, I don't think. Jagged were to go down that easily. Creeping up from behind, though. Ellie Quinn, the two-time Women's World Champion with an Irish whip. Off the rope she goes. Drop down and a clothesline. It is all Ellie Quinn early on here. Zach Cage certainly talked a big game. Pardon me, talked a big game about this Charlotte Jagged, who has been holding into a machine, a weapon to be wielded and pointed directly at Ellie Quinn here at Battle Scars 10. Well, so far, it looks like Ellie Quinn ain't that impressed either, even mocking Jagged a bit here. This is just how we're getting started. Of course, here, part 2 of Battle Scars 10, guys. We've got a mask versus hair match. Charlie Garfield and Mystery Mask, the fourth one-on-one. We've also got Junichi Gushikin of the Jackals taking on Josh Wolf. And, of course, our main event, a scramble match to determine the new #1 contender for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship is Ellie Quinn, man. This is a one-sided beatdown. I didn't expect the matchup to go quite like this. To be fair, I don't know what I expected, or if I expected anything in particular, but now Ellie Quinn back under the ring. This time she's got herself a steel chair, but Charlotte Jagged as well, realizing she might need a little bit of help. A kendo stick, and that's quite apropos. You know, Ellie Quinn likes to utilize that kendo stick to keep her soldiers within the Killjoy Club in line when they fail. Of course, those are lessons Ellie Quinn passed down. Things she was taught by Zach Cage when she did wrong. She was punished. Suffering physical and emotional abuse at the hands of Zach Cage. But after what we saw Charlotte Jagged and Zach Cage do to Ruby a couple of weeks ago, as Ellie Quinn was handcuffed to the ropes, and something snapped within Ellie Quinn, and she is just bloodthirsty, as we are seeing here in this matchup. Picking up the trash can. Charlotte Jagged just barely able to avoid getting squashed right there. Oh man, right off the side of the trash can. And what a lot of people might not realize, those old metal trash cans, man, they've got a lot of, no pun intended here, jagged edges, and get caught, that just cut you right open. Nice counter there. Again, at ringside, there are no countouts, so these two can play around at ringside as much as they want to, but if they want to actually win the match, it's got to be in the ring. It's got to be by pinfall or submission. Ellie Quinn gonna miss a stop. She's either getting a little bit too close here for me. I'm just not about this. Where's my security, man? I need more than just a couple of goofballs out here. I know Chris Diamond busy right now celebrating his championship win, but come on, brother. I feel a lot better with the Golden General by my side, you know, just in case. Yeah, where's Ahmed? Where's my main man? Anybody, all my friends, supposedly. Nobody out here to watch my six. Oh, look back in the ring, and Charlotte Jagged, guys, has locked in a Kimura submission, but not locking it in for very long, as Ellie Quinn is able to escape and nails her with a clothesline. Zach Cage can't be happy about the performance of Jagged so far, as Ellie Quinn just throws a steel chair at the face of Charlotte Jagged, forcing her to crawl away into the corner. Oh, damn it. Now the trash can goes flying across the ring. My goodness. Yeah, certified yeet right there. Let's go to Hunter Quinn for an official decision. Ellie Quinn just throwing shit around. Oh, and another power cut to see Charlotte Jagged catching her lower back off the edge of the trash can. Jesus, man. This is about as one-sided as a matchup gets. Jagged. Maybe Ellie Quinn sent Wagner and Ruby Cage to the back. She didn't need them. The kendo stick gets thrown. Well, Jagged at least is able to avoid that, but then runs right into the spine buster. And a very quick pin attempt now by Quinn, but only a 1 count. Well, credit to Jagged that she's able to kick out of all of this anarchy we've seen thus far in this matchup. Ellie Quinn trying to clear up the ring a little bit now. She threw the kendo stick to the outside, trying to move out the debris, give herself a bit of room to work here as she throws Jagged into the corner. Well, there we go. Finally, perhaps a little bit of life from Charlotte Jagged, and she's able to get Ellie Quinn into the corner here and deliver some very hefty knees to the gut. Those are the kind of knees to the midsection there that'll suck the air right up out of you. And gasping. And Jagged following up. She's going to talk some shit like she's done anything. Learn that from Zach Cage, man. Well, there you go. A bit of what goes around comes around, as Charlotte Jagged's going to throw the trash can right into the mush of Ellie Quinn. And Jagged has taken control now. German suplex. with a bridge to pin. What a kick out. An unfortunate truth. As Jagged tries to put the trash can to use. Bam! Slam in Ellie Quinn's face. Right off the backside of the trash can, and another pinfall attempt. What a kick out. You see how close Ellie Quinn was to the ropes there, but no rope breaks in an unsanctioned matchup. Ellie Quinn knew she had to kick out there all on her own, and fortunately she did. Charlotte Jagged fucking looking mean as she delivers that pointed knee right between the eyes, and Ellie Quinn, just desperate for even a moment to catch her breath, rolls to the outside, but Charlotte Jagged on top of her like white on rice, saying, "Where do you think you're going?" European uppercut, and you see Jagged, what the oh my god! Oh my god! A giant swing, man, just smashed Ellie Quinn right into the side of the barricade. I don't know if I've seen a matchup take a 180 like this. Charlotte Jagged has seized control and is just dismantling Ellie Quinn. Tried to squish her there like a bug under those steel steps, and I remind you, those steel steps weigh upwards of 20 pounds. Check, 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 1, 2. Can you guys hear me? I think maybe Ellie Quinn might have accidentally powerbombed Charlotte Jagged on one of the audio wires we've got running through the arena here. I'm not sure what just happened, cut out for a moment, but we are back now. Not even the equipment is safe in this matchup. Oh god, they're getting close to me once again too. They're coming over towards the announce table. Yeah, please take this fight back into the ring. As far away from me as possible. Look, Ellie Quinn, what did I ever do to you, okay? Uh-oh. Come on. Slammed his Jagged face first off the covering of the commentary desk. That's repeatedly stomping on the ankle. That's not very technical, but it's definitely going to hurt. Just stomping on your opponent's ankle. Big sidewalk slam from Jagged on the floor. Now she just takes a step back. Kick to the gut and one to the back of the head like a downed, whimpering dog. Picks her up and slams her back first on top of the announce table. See, this announce table is sturdy, though. We had a feeling that this matchup in particular, they were going to do all they could to break this announce table here. We're sick and tired of it in CMV. These things cost a lot of money. This table's been reinforced. I ain't spilling my W, not tonight. Whoa, what a drop kick there from Charlotte Jagged. I'll tell you what, I'm impressed. I mean, when you're trained by Zach Cage, you can expect a certain level of talent, but Charlotte Jagged is definitely impressing me in this matchup, out wrestling Ellie Quinn on a number of occasions thus far. Look at that suplex. I mean, Zach Cage got to be liking what he's seeing now. The first few minutes of this matchup, not so much. It was all Ellie Quinn, but Charlotte Jagged has certainly managed to turn the tide in this unsanctioned match. back into the ring at last. Once again, even though it is anything goes here, the referee can only count the pin and can only call for the bell should there be a submission in the ring. Oh, man. Sliding forearm smash. Quickly hooks the leg. There it is. Ellie Quinn, 1 count kick out, and after all the damage that's been done, for Charlotte Jagged to be able to kick out a 1 spine buster right on top of the chair, man. That really could not have been more perfectly lined up there by the unfortunate truth, but it still is not enough to keep Jagged down. Now a suplex! And Jagged caught the back of her head off that steel chair. God! I'll tell you what, the only thing unfortunate right now is what's happening to Charlotte Jagged. She is... Oh my God. Backpack! Slam right there, down on to the steel chair. Shades of the one and only Randy Borton, a go-home driver, but you see that Ellie Quinn didn't even try to go for the pin that time as she dents the freaking trash can. Smashing it over the head of Jagged, who just so desperately crawls into the corner. Just wanting even a microsecond, but Ellie Quinn ain't gonna give it to her. Once again, toss it around that steel chair like it's a football. Go to sleep and 2.999. Beautiful slingshot right there. Senton from Ellie Quinn. Charlotte Jagged possessing that jaw of steel to be able to eat that go to sleep and still manage to kick out. Ellie Quinn once more going for the steel steps here. Slide them into the ring. Jagged managing to get back to her feet, but Ellie Quinn's just right there waiting for her. Uh-oh. Accidentally knocked the steel steps out of the ring. Got to go get him again. Those things are unruly, man. Again, 20 plus pounds. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ellie, come on now. Look, I know. This is an unsanctioned match. It's an... Oh my God! Still, now that is a certified yeet. Just through the steel steps at the head of Charlotte Jagged as she was up on the top, man. Knocked her all the way down to the outside of the ring, and now thrown ribs first into the other set of steel steps. That's some serious strength right there on display by Ellie Quinn to be able to throw 20 pounds like that and so precisely. Michinoku driver on the floor. Quinn trying to bring Charlotte Jagged to her feet again. This got to be, at this point in the matchup, God, ribs first to the side of the steel steps. Every time Ellie Quinn's got to pick up Jagged, it's got to be like picking up a bunch of dead weight. Jagged, she's asleep on her feet here. I honestly think Ellie Quinn might be able to end this one if she really wants to right now, but the fact of the matter is she doesn't want to. Oh, but the lower back of Ellie Quinn just gave out, guys. She tried for another power bomb, but her lower back gave out, and you see Jagged go right on the attack with that fisherman's driver on the floor. The target has become clear here now. The lower back of Ellie Quinn with a big red X across it. Sit out, powerbomb, and that's on the concrete. That's on the concrete, guys. The padding here at ringside only extends so far. And you can see that exposed bit near the barricade. That is pure concrete floor, no protection. Oh God, and now Jagged has torn apart the announce table. Not my dummy, not my dummy! Come on now! You got an entire arena to fight in, why? Why did it have to be my commentary desk? Oh, but Ellie Quinn able to... Skull-crushing finale! Set face first is Charlotte Jagged. Down onto the floor. Gonna try for that powerbomb again. Onto the apron. Whipped! Head first into the steel steps. absolutely sickening. One of the gnarliest sounds I have ever heard. Calling the action here in CMV, the sound of Jagged's skull cracking off the steel steps right there. And speaking of, now Ellie Quinn throwing the steps again. She's got some serious aim on her, this Ellie Quinn, boy. Maybe she should have played in the female equivalent of the NFL. Is there a female equivalent of the NFL? I don't know. Maybe the WNBA then. With these shots. Oh boy, Ellie Quinn. We've seen this before. The trifecta of single knee back breakers. The devil herself doing all she can in her power here to just dismantle Charlotte Jagged. I mean, there's no way Jagged leaves this matchup in one piece. She's going to be lucky if she doesn't leave with some significant brain damage. All the shots to the head she's taken, especially with the steel steps. Ellie Quinn screaming in her face. Just so much emotion, so much pent-up emotion being vented here by Ellie Quinn. Pent up for years. The abuse she suffered at the hands of Zach Cage. What Charlotte Jagged did to Ruby a couple of weeks ago. And now a pinfall attempt off that superplex off the apron into the ring, but a kick out by Jagged. That's the first time Quinn has actually gone for a pin in a good amount of time here in this matchup. Now a final cut. She's just trying to hit her with absolutely everything she can think of to keep her down. Popping her right back up. Time to go for a walk. This doesn't end well for Charlotte Jagged as she's put up against the ropes. And just gets guillotined. Again, though, not going for the pin. Brings her right back up to her feet. Slammed face first off the top turnbuckle as Ellie Quinn looking for a lucha-style DDT. Executed to absolute perfection right there. Should have gone for the pin, though. Could have had it one right there. And again, this is a matchup, Ellie Quinn. Oh boy, what is she going for here now? What the hell is this going to be? Ooh! A knee to the back of the head as Jagged was placed, draped over that second rope. Ellie Quinn! Oh my! What the hell was that? I don't think I've ever seen a pile driver executed quite like that before. And another insane kick out by Charlotte Jagged. That was like a cliffhanger, a pile driver? I don't know. I really had never seen that before. Absolutely devastating looking, but obviously it wasn't enough to keep Charlotte Jagged down. Clothesline! At short range right there, man. That's like a shotgun blast. That'll take your head clean off. If you were a lesser competitor, if you weren't Ellie motherfucking Quinn, the two-time women's world champion, able to kick out. Jagged. Oh, what? Okay, placing Ellie Quinn up on the top of the backbreaker. Remember earlier in the match, the lower back of Ellie Quinn gave out when she was attempting to perform a powerbomb. Charlotte Jagged certainly has not forgotten. The lower back remains a primary target here in this unsanctioned matchup to kick off part 2 of Battle Scars 10. Charlotte Jagged tries for that knee again, but Ellie Quinn's able to reverse forearm smash. Quinn had it well scouted that time. Puts her in position. Stomp on the shoulder. Ellie Quinn has taken apart Charlotte Jagged just about one limb at a time, man. The head, the back, the midsection, the arms, and Quinn now takes to the air, rips off her shirt, almost like things have been taken up a notch now. She's just been awoken here in this unsanctioned matchup, and as she did take her shirt off, guys, you can see that medical tape wrapped around her midsection. Big reason why I believe her lower back gave out earlier. But she is fighting through. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. Tombstone pile driver on the goddamn floor. Ellie just dragging now the lifeless, seemingly body of Charlotte Jagged. Where are they going? All the way up the ramp. Now they're back up on the stage. I reiterate though, guys, be this an unsanctioned match, there are no countouts, there's no disqualifications, and certainly nothing the referee can do to stop these two, but to actually win the match, it's got to end by either a pinfall or a submission. In the ring, Ellie Quinn, gonna throw Jagged face first into that LED wall here up on the stage, and a second time. Careful, man, this equipment is expensive. That's gonna come out of your paycheck there. Ellie Quinn doesn't care, man. Take all of her money. Take absolutely everything from her, so long as she can drag Charlotte Jagged down with her. That's 3 times she has sent her head first into the Minitron. And repeated kicks across the chest. But Charlotte Jagged, I don't know how in God's name she has enough still wherewithal to fight back, but I'll be goddamn, man. Like I said earlier in this unsanctioned matchup, trained by one of the greats, Zach Cage. Could have expected Charlotte Jagged here in her debut. She was going to deliver, and she most certainly has. It took her a minute. Look, Ellie Quinn was really dominant the first part of this matchup. And look at Jagged as if nothing has phased her. She could be suffering from multiple broken bones right now. I would not be surprised. Dragging Ellie Quinn. Well, we're going to get back towards the ring now. This matchup finally going to... Wait! Whoa! Oh my God! Ellie Quinn has just been thrown from the stage through 2 tables, and that's a good at least 10-foot drop through those tables, and a torture rack and neck breaker, guys. You can see not even the littlest bit of protection over there. Superstars aren't supposed to be competing in this area. I mean, that is just a concrete floor. No give. And Ellie Quinn, guys, if Jagged can get her back into the ring, I firmly believe this one is over. I think that's exactly what she's trying to do here. But Ellie Quinn, she's like a woman possessed here tonight, man. Somehow, she is the one dragging Charlotte Jagged back into the ring after being thrown off the stage through 2 tables. There's nothing that could appropriately be said about the sheer willpower of Ellie Quinn that we are seeing exemplified here in this match. I am seeing some really innovative offense from Ellie Quinn in this match. At first, there was that cliffhanger, pile driver. I don't know what the hell that was. But holy cow, man. Boy, you can't ask for much better positioning than this! An elbow drop. If Charlotte Jagged has a heart, that elbow drop may have just pierced it, and she kicks out at 1. And she kicks out at 1. Someone come pinch me, because I feel like this must be a dream. Combination strikes here. Ellie Quinn just giving Jagged whatever she has got left. Ends it beautifully with that butterfly lung blower. Now the full mount Punches raining down, Jagged, all jacked up. Ellie Quinn not faring much better as a dropkick sends Jagged down to the outside, and now we see Ellie Quinn taking a moment to collect herself, thinking about what the next move is. What more can be done? That's the question I pose to you. What more can possibly be done that we have not seen? Uranagi! On top of the barricade. And look, somehow that is the least horrific thing that we have seen in this matchup thus far. A Uranagi on top of the barricade, a maneuver that could easily shatter your spine. And that is, without a doubt, the least impactful thing that has transpired so far here in this unsanctioned matchup. I mean, we have seen Ellie Quinn thrown off the stage, man, 10 feet through 2 tables. The amount of headshots with weaponry throughout this match. I think I'm going to have a concussion by the time this matchup ends. I don't... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh my God! Superplex! Onto the steel steps and Jagged kicks out! This woman ain't human! Charlotte Jagged! Inhuman! How do you kick out of that? A superplex, man. Back first. Flesh meeting steel. And again, Ellie Quinn just throwing Jagged down onto the floor. I mean, what? There ain't words, man. There ain't words in the English language. I don't think there's words in any other language, too, man, that can well and truly describe what we are bearing witness to here. This unsanctioned matchup. Part 2 of Battle Scars 10. Oh, no. I was really hoping they weren't going to come back over here. Ellie, come on! What have I ever done to you, Ellie? I've always been a big fan! Not my dummy! Oh, my God! Suplex! Off the announce table! Oh, there goes my dummy! Unbelievable. And another go to sleep. Knee to the temple. Ellie, just get her back into the ring. Get her back into the ring. Ellie, come on. God damn you. God damn you, Ellie Quinn. Get back, get back. Oh my God. Cliffhanger pile driver through a reinforced announce table. This announce table, guys, like I said earlier, was specifically reinforced to make sure what we just saw hopefully wouldn't happen. Ellie's got my water bottle. Oh, God. Well, that's just unsanitary, man. Forget everything else we've seen in this matchup. That's just unhygienic. I've been sipping from that thing all night long. And Ellie Quinn using the water bottle as a weapon. I don't know if I've ever seen a water bottle used as a weapon before. That's just how creative Ellie Quinn has been in this matchup. And still, Charlotte Jagged kicks out. Oh, this ain't real life, man. This ain't real life. Ellie Quinn, Shining Wizard follow-up. Nope. Jagged able to counter what appeared to be a bulldog attempt, and a little bit of a Shining Wizard of her own as she just drops into the pin. Ellie Quinn barely even giving her a 1 count. And a gorgeous final cut. Second time we've seen Ellie Quinn hit that maneuver in this unsynced matchup. Okay, ref. just slapping Ellie Quinn in the face there as she counted the pin. Kick to the head. Golly, man. I think I just saw the soul of Ellie Quinn leave her body. Another gruesome lariat, point blank range. And now we see a... Oh my goodness, that's the maneuver we saw Charlotte Jagged utilize to lay out Ellie Quinn a couple weeks ago when she arrived here in CMV. But it ain't enough. Is anything gonna be enough? At this point, I wouldn't be surprised to see Charlotte Jagged pull out a revolver and shoot Ellie Quinn in the chest at point blank range, and Ellie Quinn still somehow managed to kick out. This is insane! The kendo stick now! Whacking Quinn right upside the head, not once but twice, and now going after that injured lower back. Now the ankle again shatters! The kendo stick into pieces! Jagged getting another one. She says, I'm not done. Why do we have so many kendo sticks underneath the ring? And again, targeting the ankle and the midsection of the head of Ellie Quinn. Repeatedly struck with this kendo stick. Breaks a second kendo stick. Utilizing it with such force that it breaks into dozens of pieces. Now a third kendo stick. Why? Why do we have such an abundance of kendo sticks underneath the ring? I look at Jagged saying, Ellie Quinn, you want some more? You come and get some. And Ellie Quinn is one stubborn son of a bitch. She ain't backing down as she grabs herself a barbed wire baseball bat. And Jagged says, wait a minute, on second thought, maybe not. Kendo stick versus barbed wire baseball bat. I think we know which one wins. Just ask Ashley Rain about it. Jagged, though, knows that there's not a single place she can run in this world. Hot shot sends her down to the outside, and now Ellie Quinn, with that baseball bat in hand, gonna go to work. Once. A single shot to the back of Charlotte Jagged. I honestly expected a bit more there. Oh, I see. Ellie Quinn wants the kendo stick. Like a second nature here to Ellie Quinn, that kendo stick. Look at, she's bent it. And now Ellie. Those kendo sticks aren't cheap either, man. Broken announce table, broken kendo sticks. Jagged. With still life left. Still air in her lungs. Still fighting. Now we got Jagged all tied up in a... Whoa, Quinn to the top rope. A double boot stop. To the outside goes Quinn. Digging underneath that ring. Looks like she's got herself a table. We saw Ellie Quinn earlier in this matchup go through two of those tables. Might be pulling out some splinters from her lower back later tonight. Well, that's if she's conscious. That's if she's still alive by the end of this unsanctioned matchup. We're not able to set up the table there. Accidentally rolling neck snap by Charlotte Jagged. The table having a mind of its own. Even the table is fed up with this shit, man. The table's saying, look. Jagged putting the table in the corner. And we see Jagged. Again, no disqualifications. Really, Charlotte Jagged could just continuously choke Ellie Quinn until there's no life left. But Jagged seems to be that she's got She's got something else in mind here for the unfortunate truth. Look at, both women are down. This has been well and truly one of the most chaotic matches that we have seen in a long time, maybe even ever. And I mean, it's hardly even a match. I mean, technically it isn't a match. This is just a wars, two women trying to kill each other and being unsuccessful. I mean, if these were two lesser women, this matchup would have been over 10 times by now. That's just a matter of fact. God, Jackie with those short arm clotheslines, baby. She is really looking to take that head off of Ellie Quinn. Now we got a prism trap. And even if Ellie Quinn were to somehow be able to make it to the ropes, it wouldn't matter. There's no rope breaks in an unsanctioned match. She's trapped right in the middle of the ring. This prism trap has her caught, guys. This might be the end of Ellie Quinn right here. No! Ellie Quinn! And, well, now it looks like she's got a sleeper. A rear naked choke with that tit for tat. And it might be Charlotte Jagged who's forced to give in. But she knows that she can't. What would Zach Cage do to her if she were to tap out? I shiver to think. Kimura! The Kimura again. They're just trading submissions from the prism trap to the rear naked choke. Now a Kimura is being utilized here. But Ellie Quinn gets out of it. Broken bones. Broken hearts. Shattered egos. Ellie Quinn with an armbar. Bit of a Fujiwara variation. Has her caught as if in a bear trap right here. But Jagged gets out of both women. Hardly can get back to their feet. Right back into that armbar. Ellie Quinn saying, I don't think so. But Charlotte Jagged, a second time, gets herself free. Oh no! Oh no! Jagged again! With that pump handle F5. It's Ruby! It's Ruby Cage! It's Ruby Cage! And Charlotte Jagged allowing herself to get distracted. She could have had the match won right there. Zach Cage has got to be pulling his hair out right now. Ellie Quinn's back up. Brady! Ruby with some payback of her own delivered. Oh my God, Ellie Quinn has just set the table on fire! Ruby Cage has evacuated the area! That's the unfortunate truth! The devil herself! Ellie Quinn! Oh my God! Superplex through the flaming table! And a third! A final go to sleep. No, no. Knee to the back of the head is the exclamation point. Ellie Quinn has not won, ladies and gentlemen. Let me make this clear. She has not won this matchup here tonight. Ellie Quinn just survived this unsanctioned match here at Battle Scars 10. There was never going to be a winner here. It was going to be a sole survivor, and that is Ellie Quinn. We need to get some help out here to clear this. It looks like a fucking tornado hit the ringside area here. I mean, and somebody get me another dubby. Can somebody please get me some Advil? Maybe 4 or 5 of them. Some Tylenol. Look, whatever you got. I am struggling after that matchup. And that was just the start. Part 2 of Battle Scars 10, guys, continues. And look, after everything we just saw, I still think the most diabolical part of that unsanctioned matchup was Ellie Quinn using my water bottle as a weapon. But now that we've got the ringside area, the hundreds of shards of kendo stick cleaned up, all the broken tables, my announce tables were put back together, the action continues. And coming up next, Charlie Garfield putting those luscious locks of his on the line, as this, my friends, a hair versus mask match, where if Charlie Garfield loses, he will have to shave his head bald. If Mystery Mask the Fourth loses, the mystery will be solved. The mask comes off, the man beneath it exposed. Never has Mystery Mask the Fourth competed in a matchup here in CMV with higher stakes than this. Never before in CMV history has a Mystery Mask been unmasked. Not Mystery Mask the Third, not the second, certainly not the original. There's a legacy that Mystery Mask the Fourth lives up to. He is putting that legacy on the line here tonight against Charlie Garfield. Former stablemates within Jay Young's gallery, but I mean, quite honestly, they never got along in the first place. Months and months of petty bickering back and forth really escalated post Ascendance 12. And both men finally said enough is enough. It's time to get into the ring and settle this the good old-fashioned way. It was Garfield, though, who suggested this stipulation. Hair versus mask. Charlie Garfield knowing just how much that mask means to his opponent. So it's well and truly do or die for the International Man of Mystery here. Look, Charlie Garfield, I'll take a look at that, man. You know how sometimes you can just look at a person, you can tell if they would look good or not bald? I don't know if Charlie Garfield's that kind of person. But at least, you know what I'm talking about? There's hats. You know, we saw Charlie Garfield wearing a hat as he made his way down to the ring. Okay, you can rock a beanie. You know what I mean? A bandana. But if Mystery Mask loses this matchup, ain't nothing in the world that can cover his face. We're gonna, oh my God, what a punch there by Charlie Garfield. And I think that there's blood in the water seeping through the mask. This is not a good start for Mystery Mask the Fourth here. Good God, man. Charlie Garfield and flipping him off. Hey, now that's trademarked. Don't let Bloody Brit see that. This is absolutely ferocious kickoff to this matchup. Charlie Garfield, man. What are the months of escalating tension being let loose by the Brit, who now has Mystery Mask down middle of the ring. Open palm strikes. He goes for the pin. One, two. Well, the rare 1.999. Despite the shellacking he's taken, Mystery Mask able to kick out. Waistlock. Knee taps the jaw. Garfield, I certainly was not expecting this matchup to transpire quite like this. Mystery Mask. Maybe everything that's riding on this matchup finally catching up to him, but there we go. At last, life from Mystery Mask the Fourth. But very quickly, it is extinguished by Charlie Garfield. Right back into control. Mystery Mask needs to quickly evacuate the ring, hoping that might give him a chance to catch his breath. But as he gets back into the ring, double leg takedown. I've said it once, I'll say it again. Charlie Garfield might be one of the best technical wrestlers the Shockwave roster has to offer. Another knee to the jaw, this time a 2 count for Charlie Garfield. Mystery Mask, good evasion as he delivers a few kicks to the back of Garfield's knee. Look, I think it's very clear at this point that both these guys, they can't coexist within the gallery. Jay Young might need to find himself a couple of new disciples. Young made it clear, though, earlier this week, he said, look, I'm not involving myself with that business. I tried my best to intervene to try and set them straight, but they just kept bickering. Look, that's on them now. I got my own things to worry about. He said, let them have at it, and they most certainly are here. And Charlie Garfield certainly brought his confidence to this matchup. And a third ripcord knee. And it's almost after every move he hits, Garfield mocks the audience, who will definitely appear to be favoring Mystery Mask the Fourth here, who, despite, pardon my French, getting his ass kicked in this matchup so far, spirits high. Look at Mystery Mask now, finally fighting back. Garfield, though, able to catch him, like I said. Charlie Garfield, pound for pound, one of the greatest technical wrestlers. And really, if you try to go to war with him on the ground, it won't end well for you. Like Mystery Mask going to have to rely on his high-flying abilities, which we've not really seen him be able to utilize so far. And just as I say that, to the top rope, the International Man of Mystery will fly! Hurricanrana! Lucha Kings! With his mask on the line, speaking of Lucha, Mystery Mask the Four, he is trained in Lucha Libre. And we all know that masks, man, they mean more than anything else to luchadors. If a luchador loses their mask, it's just about the worst thing that can happen to them. Great knee drop from Brett's rope there. Garfield might have this one with a forearm to the face, but a kick out by Mystery Mask the Fourth. Quickly, though, trips the leg, manages to get back to his feet. Irish whip attempted. Watch out, ref. Headbutt. Garfield quickly brings him to his feet, slams him face first off that top turnbuckle, but an elbow is waiting for him as Mystery Mask tries to go to the ropes. Garfield, though, able to catch him. They know each other too well. Now a cutter attempt. Back and forth, man, like it's 1999. A reversal fest. Battle Scars 10, a hair versus mask match. What's this? Mystery Mask! Better end! Shades of Jay Young! 1, 2! Paid homage to the master. Almost won him the match. 2.999. Keeping the pressure on with the springboard moonsault. Garfield in trouble, and he knows it. Picks himself up there in the corner. Elbow to the side of the head. The Brit gets himself out of trouble, delivering some cheeky jabs. Bit of that British boxing And throws him to the outside. Garfield surveying the scene. Might be looking to take this win by countout. And that would be a legit way to win this matchup, man. Mystery Mask, the fourth, loses by countout. He will have to forfeit his mask. More open palm strikes. Garfield has a bloodlust that he is looking to satiate by taking the mask of Mystery Mask the fourth here at Battle Scars 10, where we still have Junichi Gushikin versus Josh Wolf coming up next in our co-main event. And of course our main event, that scramble match to determine the number one contender for the undisputable heavyweight championship. Mystery Mask the fourth might have been a part of that matchup if not for Garfield costing him his qualifier a couple weeks ago. Again, Mystery Mask able to get himself out of the corner, high kick, and now Garfield is busted open. Big old nasty gash. Looks like near the right eye has opened up. Mystery Mask sees that blood, man, like a great white shark in the water. He's circling his prey, tries to go for another kick. Nice reverse DDT down out of the knee, and Garfield is done playing around. You don't see him talking too much at this point, huh? Rope break, and thank God. Thank the wrestling gods that the referee saw that. Garfield ain't happy about it. He's stabbing blows to the midsection as he creeps up from behind. A Russian leg sweep. More punches, man. Charlie Garfield channeling his inner gorilla, man. Laying down a pounding Luthez press. Right hands rocking Mystery Mask. Middle of the ring, is this it? Is this the end? Will the mystery be solved? No! Three eyes wide. Garfield can't believe it. Pure shock. But uh-oh. Garfield, big punch. Mystery Mask eats it. Fires back with one of his own. Battle Scars 10. Hair versus Mask. And they are throwing soup bones. Back and forth. Back and forth. Neither man budging. Neither man giving in. Knife edge chop. Mystery Mask. Whoa, but a big kick out of nowhere from Garfield. But both men so drained. Mystery Mask gets himself into the corner. Repeated stomps by Garfield. Mystery Mask shattered, and Charlie Garfield looking to put him down once and for all. Another round of punches upside the head, and Charlie Garfield has just pinned Mystery Mask the fourth, ladies and gentlemen. Charlie Garfield gonna keep that beautiful hair atop his head. Mystery Mask the fourth is gonna have to unmask. The mystery will be no more. Who is the man under the mask? Beautiful San Francisco, California, playing host, guys, to Battle Scars 10. What an absolutely astonishing event it has been. Part 1 and Part 2 thus far. And we still are not done yet. It is time for our co-main event, as the Jackals, led by Junichi Gushikin, make their way to the ring. And we saw Part 1 of Battle Scars 10 kick off with that triple threat match for the Zero G Championship, which Rakeem Sparks of the Jackals was a part of. A hell of a matchup. Sparks, in the end, though, unable to capture the Zero G Championship. It was Jacob Wells crowned the new champion. But we see that Junichi Gushikin has not come alone, and that has been the greatest weapon of the Jackals since their arrival at Ascendance 12, their strength in numbers. Bursting onto the scene by taking out both Peligro and Justin Sane at the Show of Shows. Took Peligro out of action. And a couple weeks ago on Shockwave, we saw them follow that up by taking out anyone, everyone on the Shockwave roster, including this man, the tag team partner of Josh Wolf of Peligro, who is looking for revenge on behalf of his fallen comrade. And that really has been the inner theme of Battle Scars 10. Of course, during Part 1, we saw Hannah Bennett fighting on behalf of Ashley Rain against Ashley Ryan. Now, obviously, that didn't end so well for her. Josh Wolf is a man out here alone, taking the fight directly to the Jackals and Junichi Gushikin here tonight. But with Jalen McClain and Oliver Croft at ringside, I don't expect we're going to get a very clean bout right here. Wolf, though, eyes narrow. There ain't nothing going to keep him. Wolf has proven many times throughout his years here in CMV. He thinks with his heart first, not his head. Charges in. We saw him do that a couple weeks ago. Even though he's severely outnumbered, man, walked right up to the Jackals, threw down, but the numbers game very quickly overwhelmed him. And Junichi Gushikin said it's time for a changing of the guard here in CMV. It's time for old dogs like you, like Peligro, like Sane, to be put down to make room for the new generation. And, well, that didn't take very long at all, did it? Oliver Croft just blatantly struck Josh Wolf, and this rep is having none of it. Hell yeah! Oliver Croft has been ejected not a minute into this match. That's what's going to happen. I'm lucky he didn't get Junichi Gushikin disqualified. If you ask me, the referee is lenient. Oliver Croft been sent to the back. And now it's just Jalen McClain at ringside. Oh, and speaking of McClain, the referee's focused on the action. McClain is just taken off the top turnbuckle covering, exposing that steel ring beneath. As Wolf, with a float over Uranagi. Still, though, having the numbers game against him. That's why Wolf, this past episode of Shockwave, trapped Gushikin inside of a steel cage so that the rest of the Jackals couldn't come to his rescue. Beat the absolute piss out of that boy. Oh, the referee. I love this referee. Hell yeah. Now she's seen the exposed turnbuckle. She's going over there to fix it. Wolf gonna push Gushikin back, standing shooting star attempted, but gets up them knees. Does the Jackal. Jalen McClain now gonna go to the other side of the ring, take off that turnbuckle covering. See how long it takes the ref to see that. I mean, hopefully she's just falling off. Come on now, you ejected Oliver Croft. Get McLean the hell out of here. Let's get ourselves a clean one-on-one matchup. Well, there she goes. Fixing the other exposed turnbuckle now. And look, Josh Wolf doesn't have very many friends in that locker room over these last few years. And especially since the formation of Kill Your Heroes. There ain't a great many individuals in that locker room that would piss on Josh Wolf if he were on fire. And that's why Wolf is out here alone, despite the Jack was attacking so many others. You know, you think of Gurry, you think of the Bloody Brick Chris Andrews, also victims, but they have history with Josh Wolf. They weren't going to come to his aid. But I think, man, if the Shockwave roster doesn't get into action, doesn't get themselves organized, the Jackals are going to take over. They're going to have an easy time doing it like they already have. Great combination there. And that knee to the side of the head delivered has just busted Josh Wolf wide open, guys. Our co-main event here at Battle Scars 10. Part 2 up next is the Scramble match. We're going to find out who will be facing Troy Colt for the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship at the Rulers of the Ring event. And Jalen McLean has just thrown a steel chair into the ring. This man is doing absolutely everything in his power to give an edge to Junichi Gushikin. Referee, though, getting rid of the steel chair. Man, get McLean out of here! Oh, big back elbow on the rebound by Gushikin. Who we saw have a hell of a match with the Bloody Brick Chris Andrews this past episode of Shockwave. Wolf throwing himself at Gushikin. Follows up with an elbow across the chest. Remember, Gushikin threw Peligro on the back of an ambulance, slammed the door shut. Peligro's not been seen since. If there's one friend Josh Wolf has in this world, it's Peligro. And the Jackals took him out of action. Wolf wants blood here at Battle Scars 10. Able to escape the Anaconda of Ice, though, Gushikin. Great wrestling takedown, a helicopter spin. And gonna add insult to injury with a slap to the top of the head. Now going after that open wound with some right hands. Hoisted up. Gut wrench suplex. Floats over to deliver another. Ascendance 12 marks the arrival of the Jackals. Will Battle Scars 10 mark the beginning of the takeover here in CMV of Junichi Gushikin and his cohorts. As we see Gushikin roll through. Samoan drop variation. Shoots a look at Jalen McLean, who has taken a step back from incessantly interfering in this matchup. Or at least for the moment. Belly to belly. Nope. Claps the temples does Wolf. And Josh Wolf now has 2 cuts. He's bleeding from both sides of his head. Far from the worst injury Wolf has suffered, though. Wolf! Trying to set up maybe the cranium tracker. Gushikin, though, sensed it coming. Springboard forearm smashing into the pin, but a kick out at 2.999. Rolling neck snap. Gushikin, though, that took a lot out of him. See him struggling to get to his feet, probably still feeling the effects of that steel cage beatdown just a few days ago, too. I mean, Wolf lets out a primal howl. But it might be too little too late. Gushikin, once again, with the stiff kicks, lighting Wolf up like he's a Christmas tree. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. And Wolf, guys, now pouring blood from the wounds, covering his face, but somehow still able to see through the blood seeping into his eyes. Wolf, what is this? What is this? On the hunt! From off the top rope in the avalanche on the hunt. 1, 2. Gushkin just kicked out. That might have been it, man. That might have been the absolute best shot for Josh Wolf, who now delivers some bloody headbutts to the Jackal. Blood beginning to soak the canvas. Oh, Gushkin might have been able to kick out of that avalanche on the hunt, but he is struggling now. As I say that, making a comeback. Flying clothesline now, going to pin down the arm of Josh Wolf to deliver some precise stomps to the exposed hand and bashing Wolf's head off the canvas. Punches Josh Wolf's face a bloody mess. Gushkin wants his pound of flesh. This is a message to the stalwarts of that locker room, to the veterans of CMV. Your time is over, says the Jackals. It's time for a new breed to take over. Gushkin, sunset flip! To the outside, splat goes Wolf off the floor, and now crunchy! May have just broken the goddamn neck of Josh Wolf, but still this man fights. If there is anyone in that locker room that will fight to their very last breath, it is Josh Wolf. Staring down Jalen McClain, but Wolf gonna throw McClain into the ring saying, hey, you wanna be a part of the match so bad? Here you go then. But this is giving Gushkin the time he needs to attempt to recover. Whoa, big swing! Look at the blood now covering the entire chest of Josh Wolf. It's looking like a Quentin Tarantino movie out here. Gushkin avoids the splash, and this is how he took out Peligro. Pump handle power bomb. 1, 2. Gushkin into the corner. Wolf getting a bomb! Dropped on him! 1, 2! What? A frantic Gushkin! How in the name of our Lord did Josh Wolf just kick out of that? Look at the blood. Almost not an inch of the canvas that isn't soaked. And the blood of Josh Wolf at this point. Quite honestly, our referee might end up stopping this one. If Wolf continues to lose this amount of blood at this rate, but Wolf is never going to quit. He is never going to surrender. Tries to go to the top. Big chop! Just falls into the pin. Will the wrestling gods have mercy upon him? No! Gushkin to his feet. Wolf. Cranium cracker! Uno! Dos! Tres! Josh Wolf has done it! Josh Wolf has done it! Despite losing just about all the blood in his body, Josh Wolf letting the Jackals know, if you want to take over, it's going to be over my dead body. Lads and gents, it is now time for our main event here at Battle Scars 10. And this scramble match to determine who will be next in line for a shot at Troy Colt's undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. And that championship match to take place in just a few weeks at the Rulers of the Ring event. Troy Colt, who last night during part 1 of Battle Scars 10 picked up a great win against Max Cutter, and you can be sure now he's in the back watching this one as closely as he can. Who's it gonna be that will step up to the plate at the Rulers of the Ring to challenge him for that undisputed World Heavyweight Championship? We know Troy Colt said as much himself a couple of weeks ago. He wants it to be this man right here. The OG Dirty Heel, Xander Slate, who has not held a world championship here in CMV in almost 10 years. A two-time world champion. But Xander Slate says even more than that championship, he wants to make Troy Colt pay for his sins. The bringer of vengeance, Xander Slate considers himself. And his primary target right now is Mr. No Days Off, Troy Colt. In order to get his hands on him, though, he will have to win this scramble match. And honestly, after what we've seen so far tonight, looking upon Marty Michaels, it's like looking upon a beautiful sunset, man. It's like that first sip of coffee in the morning. The Hot Mess Express stops off here in San Francisco, California. The Intercontinental Champion, who of course was the only man of these 5 to not have to qualify for this scramble match. Benefits of being the right-hand man of Pat LaFave, who has been avoiding his #1 contender for that Intercontinental Championship, Rafael Hernandez, like the Black Plague. And most certainly the Black Horse, the underdog, as it were, of this scramble matchup, the Harbinger Salvage, the man who speaks in riddles, finds himself surrounded by some of the absolute all-time greats here in this Battle Scars 10 main event. All former world champions, whereas Salvage has yet to earn a taste of championship gold here in CMV. But I mean, just look at the position he's in here. Only about 6 months or so into his CMV career, and here he is in the main event of Battle Scars 10, competing for a world championship opportunity. Always an eerie feeling when Salvage enters the ring. Watched from the rafters earlier this week on Shockwave as all the other competitors in this scramble matchup were fighting one another. Can't watch from the sidelines here tonight, though. And then there was the absolute legend, Bob Luger, looking to earn what would be his first world championship opportunity in a long time And it was Luger who said, look, as of late, I've been trying to train this new generation, you know, specifically his student, JB Hayes. Luger said, it's time I step back into the spotlight. And like I predicted earlier this week, Luger appears to be completely injury-free. Very coincidental, I'm sure. Well, of course, if you missed it, it was on Shockwave that, well, Bob Luger was supposed to go one-on-one with Xander Slate, but claimed that he was suffering from an arm injury, and so replaced himself with Ahmed, and then did the same thing on Octane when he was supposed to beat Salvage one-on-one, but sent out JB Hayes in his place. Luger looking nice and fresh now. Isn't that interesting? And last, but far from least, the bloody Brit, the lager drinking, ass kicking, one and only Chris Andrews, who of course going to have himself a nice long drink before this matchup gets underway. I don't know how he's allowed to get away with that, competing under the influence, but I digress. How come I'm not allowed to have myself a nice brewski out here while I'm calling the action? That's all right. They don't know that I spiked my W. Chris Andrews, a former undisputed world heavyweight champion, a former Alpha world champion, as is Bob Luger, and a former global champion. Marty Michaels, a former unmatched world champion, and of course Xander Slate, two-time world champion. The absolute cream of the crop set to clash here in our main event. Yeah, I'm sure that was his first lager of the night. I'm sure he probably didn't down an entire six-pack before coming out here, but nonetheless, my friends, a scramble matchup. There will be 25 minutes on the clock. Once that bell rings, the clock starts to count down. Whichever one of these five men has the most points scored by the end of the 25 minutes will officially be the number one contender for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. You score points by either pinfall or submission in the ring, and there are no countouts, nor are there any disqualifications, which is good for that man, the bloody brick Chris Andrews. But here we go. Referee rings the bell, and there you see the 25 minutes. Upper right-hand corner of your screen, ticking down second by second. And obviously, in a matchup that, in a matchup, gonna slip my W real quick. Not alcohol in this W. In a matchup like this, I would say to score a fall early is the primary objective, and then you just have to go on the defense. For the rest of the matchup, make sure that nobody else earns a pinfall, that there aren't no submissions. Obviously, easier said than done, as Chris Andrews looks to do just that right here. And he almost manages to. Off that cliffhanger DDT, Marty Michaels now going for the pin. And of course, it is something to ponder, the very real possibility that this matchup could end without a single point being scored. Would be a five-way draw, and what happens at that point, I'm not entirely sure, but no disqualifications. Bob Luger has just brought out a table as Bloody Brick grabs himself a baseball bat and goes to work, tries to thwack Bob Luger upside the head. No luck though, as the absolute legend with a Chop to the gut. Xander Slate with a reverse DDT down onto the table. Marty Michaels, though, from behind. And there's vintage Bloody Brit flipping off Bob Luger and then salvage just for good measure before he gets back into the ring. Oh, and now Marty Michaels getting dropped off the backside of that table. And the legs of that table made out of plastic and steel. It's not any sort of soft landing as Michaels hooks the leg of Chris Andrews. Kick out though. Luger trying for that patented wheel kick. Nobody home. Just imagine though. Xander Slate versus Troy Colt. Or will it be Marty Michaels versus Troy Colt? I'll tell you what. That's a matchup I want to see. How about Salvage versus Troy Colt? Now that would be an interesting clash. Bob Luger versus Troy Colt? Sign me up. Put me front row. The Bloody Brit versus Chris Andrews? I believe that would be first time ever. I'm all there for it. And again, we know that Troy Colt said himself he's pulling for Xander Slate to win this one. Will that be the case, though? No points scored thus far. Oh, Marty Michaels with a choke slam from the apron to Bob Luger. Now with Salvage going to get a sledgehammer. But as he gets back into the ring, Chris Andrews on top of him. Delivering some elbows to the side of the head. Guys, don't forget, following Battle Scars 10, CMV will be hosting our third ever charity event, After the Storm, where we are going to benefit the victims of the hurricanes, Helen and Milton, down in Florida. An exact date going to be revealed soon. Looking for next weekend, maybe either Saturday or Sunday. We will confirm in our Discord, so make sure you stay up to date. But of course, we will be kicking off the Rulers of the Ring tournament following episodes of Shockwave and Octane. And interesting, we have the last Ruler of the Ring tournament winner, Chris Andrews, in this matchup. Victorious last year. And of course, the female side of the tournament won by Hakiko. As you know, that tournament last couple of years begins as a mixed tag team tournament, and come the finals, it will be one-on-one, with the winners receiving World Championship opportunities, which is exactly what's on the line right here. Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship match awaiting the winner of this scramble match. Xander Slate's just chilling in the ring, man, waiting for somebody. Looks like Salvage delivered to him on a silver plate by Chris Andrews. What a nice guy. Quick pinfall attempt by the OG Dirty Heel, but a kick out. And here comes Bob Luger. This is the altercation we were supposed to see on Shockwave. Luger's arm looks pretty damn fine to me, man. Maybe he's just a real quick healer. I don't know. Or maybe he's full of shit. Look, I'm not holding anything against him. It's genius, you ask me. Keeping himself nice and fresh while everybody else was competing in matchups. Hey, that's a big brain move right there. Xander Slate back to his feet just in time. Marty Michaels able to reverse the Irish whip, though, sends him ribs first into the side of the steel barricade. A Russian leg sweep. Woo! I think I heard the snap, crackle, and pop of Xander Slate's spine from all the way over here. No points scored yet, guys. 18 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock. Salvage has just busted Xander Slate open with a shot to the face via the kendo stick, which is now shattered into a whole bunch of tiny pieces on the floor. In the ring, we got Bob Luger and Chris Andrews tearing it up. Old rivals here. Luger, Irish whip, but no, a reversal. Gonna send Luger off the ropes. What exactly? Whoa! Slate with a low blow! Going down south where the sun don't shine. No disqualifications. You do what you gotta do with an opportunity like this on the line. How about this team up? Slate and Chris Andrews delivering a suplex to the absolute legend, but revenge to the OG Dirty Heel, and one for Marty Michaels too. He's handing them out like candy on Halloween. Tries to pin Slate first. Kick out. Flips off Marty Michaels. Doesn't realize Luger's back in the ring, but Slate's to his feet. Gives him the rope burn. Luger's got that sledgehammer, delivers a gruesome shot to the midsection of Slate. Black hole slam from Salvage. 1, 2. Just realized Chris Andrews is bleeding. I didn't even see when that happened. Chaos of this matchup. Bodies everywhere. Luger! Tony Allen Cyclone, but Slate able to reverse. Caught though with the cross armbar. Vintage Luger broken up by Salvage. Marty Michaels has taken a shellacking these last couple of minutes. Posted up in the corner, not looking too hot. From behind though, drops Bob Luger on his head with the hostile makeover, but Chris Andrews is there to make sure the pin does not happen. Marty Michaels ain't happy about it. Looks to take him down. Big old clothesline to reverse by Chris Andrews. What does happen though, if this matchup does end in a draw, that's the $1 million question. Who will it be that heads to the rulers of the ring event to challenge Troy Cole for his undisputed heavyweight championship? Hopefully that doesn't happen. We get a definitive clear winner here. Just about 10 minutes has elapsed here in our main event, and nobody has managed to score a point yet. That might change right now. Slate with a Kenga kick. Hooks the leg. Can Slate do it? 1, 2. Broken up just before 2 by Bob Luger. Great reversal. DDT on top of the table. At the same time, the Bloody Brit with a German suplex to our Intercontinental Champion. Oh, shades of Brett Angel with that bridging reverse package powerbomb. Hooks the leg as the absolute legend. Will he be the one to score the first point? No, he will not. As Slate gonna drop to the outside, Marty Michaels gonna join him. From the full mount, lefts, rights, man. Closed fists. Jack in the jaw of old Bobby Luger. The Bloody Brit getting himself dropped on the top rope there, courtesy of Salvage. Luger now has the steel steps. Marty Michaels gonna knock him out of his hands though. Xander Slate back into the ring as Andrews puts down Salvage with a barrage of elbows to the side of the head. Flying forearm by He Who Is Vengeance. As he said in his own words, looking to make Troy Colt pay for his many sins. Taken for a ride right now. Cliffhanger. looking to score the first point, but not even a 1 count as Salvage is there to make the save. Revenge to Bob Luger, but interrupted by Marty Michaels. I think Chris Andrews now, what is he doing here? Bloody Brit. Okay. Just wanted to come and say hello to me. At least he didn't flip me off. How you doing, Brit? Oh. Salvage gonna run down Bob Luger with a clothesline. Hostile makeover. Salvage is too thick. Brit with a pop-up into a back suplex. Salvage staggering out of the corner. Bloody Brit lying in wait there. Off the ropes comes Michaels with that springboard drop kick. Luger at the moment, just trying to pick himself up. He's back in the ring now. Salvage, his turn to try and recover what minimal energy he possibly can in the middle of our main event here at Battle Scars 10, a scramble match. Salvage, what is he pulling? Salvage has just pulled a pair of brass knuckles out of his pants, but the Bloody Brit with revenge! Xander Slate though! Steel chair shot to the head, my God! 1, 2, oh, but a kick out. That was like a conga line right there. Dropping one by one. Salvage coming prepared with a pair of sweaty brass knuckles. Shot with the sledgehammer there. Salvage still hurting from the revenge. And Marty Michaels has done it. He has scored the first point. With just about 11 minutes and 10 seconds remaining on the clock, Marty Michaels is now up 1 point, which means that now one of the 4 other competitors in this match is going to have to score 2 points in a row in order to win this scramble match. They can score 1 point to tie things up, but of course that will just mean the match ends in a draw. We have no definitive winner. So now Marty Michaels, guys, he just has to go on the defensive for the remaining time here. Make sure there's no other pins, no submissions. Xander Slate looking for a choke slam. Luger sends him right into the hands of Salvage. Power bomb on the steel chair, but Luger saying not so fast. Breaking up that pin. And the steel chair right to the head of Salvage. Luger gonna try to tie things up now. Very nearly does. Marty Michaels celebrating the fact that currently he is the #1 contender for the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. Plenty of time though, plenty of time. Just under 10 minutes for either Xander Slate, Salvage, Bob Luger, or Chris Andrews to score 2 points. 2 points. Salvage just giving everybody a taste of that sledgehammer. Bob Luger, though, having a little bit of trouble breaking up that pin. Hostile makeover on the sledgehammer! Trying to go up 2 points, but pin is broken up by Salvage. I need another sip of my W, man. This was crazy. I need myself a spiked W at this point. Come on, Britt. Give me one of your lagers here. I'm struggling. Sharing is caring. Xander Slate's got himself a hold of the steel steps, but realizes Salvage trying for the pin. Chris Andrews barely able to kick out right there as Marty Michaels back into the ring. Again, currently in the lead with 1 point. Referee won't get out of the goddamn way. Salvage with a little bit of a spinning Samoan drop there to the Hot Mess Express. Luger landing to the OG Dirty Heel. 1, 2, 3. Chris Andrews flipping Luger off as he fails to get the 3 count there. 21 to Salvage. Shout out to Shea Hoxton as Bloody Britt delivers a big discus punch to Marty Michaels. Slate, end of days, end of days, end of days. 1, 2, but a kick out, and Marty Michaels there to break it up just in case. Marty Michaels gonna try for another pin. If he scores 2 points, man, and he almost does. 7 minutes, 20 seconds left on the clock. Can anyone score 2 points in a row to take the lead from Marty Michaels to earn a shot at the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship? That's what is on the line here. I didn't even see when somebody took out a ladder. I just realized there's a ladder at ringside. Now we're going to get a team up between Luger and Chris Andrews. Lasts about a millisecond. Chris Andrews, cliffhanger on the chair. Can he do it? 1, 2, 3, yes! Chris Andrews has tied things up. The Bloody Brit scores a point, and that means he is now tied with Marty Michaels, which means either Michaels or Britt have to score a point to win this match, or one of the other competitors have to score 2 points in a row in order to win. If the time limit expires, we're going to have ourselves a draw between Marty Michaels and Chris Andrews. But Slade is right there. He won't let the pin happen. Bloody Britt knows that he's got to get rid of him. Xander Slade though with elbows to the midsection. Marty Michaels, backstabber, floats over. He's got Slade caught in a crossface. Britt breaks it up and flips him off. Luger still hurt from the revenge. Dropping them bombs lefts and rights again. Salvage, looking for that falling powerbomb. Chris Andrews saying no thank you. Michael's gonna try to pin Slate sneakily. Britt sees it though, teardrop suplex. Britt with a desperate pin attempt here. Broken up at 1 though by Luger. Marty Michaels and the Bloody Britt Chris Andrews currently tied 1 point apiece with just under 5 minutes remaining. Sarasi driver from Bob Luger to Salvage as Bloody Britt is able to counter a hostile makeover attempt. Slate down on the outside. Luger, desperate as can be, tries for a pin. 1, 2, broken up by Marty Michaels. Salvage with a rocker dropper. Not the moneymaker, come on. Revenge! Salvage is right there, but it's Marty Michaels who breaks up the pin. Xander Slate back in, dropkick, almost took down the referee too. Belly to belly sends Marty Michaels overhead, man, but Chris Andrews has nothing left to give. That gas tank running on fumes. Can barely get back to his feet. Bob Luger going to work on the arm as Marty Michaels with a belly-to-belly overhead to Xander Slate. Quickly goes for the pin. Knows he's got to score another point to win this match. If the time limit expires and there hasn't been another point scored for either Marty Michaels or Chris Andrews, this one ends in a draw. And we will have no clear number one contender for Troy Colt and his undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. Bob Luger bleeding. Salvage drops down behind him. Choke slam attempted. Marty Michaels able to get out of it though. And Marty delivering a crunchy. Can Marty do it? Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. Marty Michaels has done it. Marty Michaels has scored a second point. And he is back in the lead with no time to celebrate. Slate looking for the cake and kick. Luger. Cross armbar locked in, not for very long though. Marty Michaels is now up 2 points with only 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. Chris Andrews, if he can score a point with the time remaining, he can tie things up again. Luger's just gushing blood as Salvage delivers, well, a bit of a pseudo Luger landing, but the pin gets broken up. I don't know, guys. I think it might be academic at this point. Marty Michaels looks like he's going to be the one going to the Rulers of the Ring event to challenge Troy Colt for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. But wait a minute. Maybe not. Bloody Brit. Holy shit. Rolling Thunder revenge. Well, Marty is there to make the save. Brit pissed off. Gets taken down though. Into the face by Xander Slade. Salvage plopping outside of the ring. Luger might need some help here. Oh, another millisecond team up between Slate and Andrews. Hostile makeover. Can Marty Michaels score 3 points? No. Chris Andrews. 1 minute and 10 seconds left on the clock. It's not impossible. It can be done. Salvage has got the steel steps. Tosses them into the ring. As Marty Michaels getting dropped face first off the top turnbuckle there. Xander Slate just starting to come to at ringside. He knows. You can see him pacing back and forth. He knows that this one is virtually over. It's really, if Chris Andrews in the next 30 seconds can score a fall, he can tie things up. Otherwise, Marty Michaels will be our winner of this scramble match. 20 seconds left. Bloody Brit is still standing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Marty Michaels is your new #1 contender for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. He will meet Troy Colt at the Rulers of the Ring event for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship.